coming to you live from the corner of his kitchen in beautiful Southern California. We're all gonna be edging it out with your host, everyone's favorite unemployed NEET, Edgee!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the talk show. Welcome to Edging It Out. I am your host, Edgee. For those who don't know me, I am a terminally online NEET whose mind got trapped in the internet, and I took on the form of a sexy anime girl because all that I think about are sexy anime girls. Is everybody ready for tonight's show? I know I sure as hell am. I've been super excited for this for the longest time. Oh, chills, man. Chills. How are you doing, chat? How's everybody doing? What are you guys up to? Everyone having a good day / night, wherever you are? What are you saying to me right now, chat? Are you talking to me in tongues? I'm scared. The show just started. Please don't curse me. Bonking. Oh, hell yeah. What's bonking? Oh, I'm hype. I'm hype and excited. All right. Without further ado, are you guys ready to edge it out? Are you guys ready to be edging it out tonight? Everyone together, live on Twitch for people to see? This has got to go up on YouTube, just so you know. The VOD? Yeah. That's what happens. That's what happens. All right. Anyway, I am so hype and excited to say that this is the very first installment of Edging It Out. And as such, my first guest is the person that helped me come up with the name, because I really needed some help in that department. I was just drawing blanks, so my dear friend Flenna stepped in, and you know what? That's enough introductions from me. Let's move over to the main show and talk to Flenna herself. How about we do that right now? Here we go. Hey, there she is.
Hi.
Hi, look at that. It's Flenna.
Oh my god, it's me.
It's rising superstar VTuber Flenna. What an honor it is to have you here tonight. Truly.
It's an honor to be here, Edgee.
Before we start with our little like interview, talk show, whatever, there is something that has been bothering me. I do kind of want to like address the elephant in the room.
Oh gosh.
Why'd you bring that clown?
Oh, right. So that's it's a funny story about that.
Uh-huh.
It's actually my son.
What?
Yeah. It's my estranged son.
Uh-huh.
Who wanted to go off to be a banana clown.
Okay.
And I struggled to support him
in
his decisions. But ultimately, I brought him here with me today to show that we can get past our differences.
Is he got to be quiet, or is he gonna make a scene later?
He never speaks. He never speaks, Edgee. Don't worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Did he take a vow of silence to become a clown?
That's for him to know, unfortunately.
Hey, kid.
We're not privy to that information.
Hey, kid, you're thinking of mimes. You went into the wrong profession, I'm sorry to say. Well, he's not going to speak because, oh, well,
right,
it is what it is, that his vow of silence. Yeah. What? That's so crazy that you decided tonight to reveal that you have a secret hidden son.
Yeah, it's the big night. Big night.
That's
for
true.
Me and,
that's true.
Big night for the show.
That's true. We are edging it out after all.
Right, exactly. And what better way to do that
than with the clown watching?
To bring my son.
Hell yeah. Oh.
Just really get him acquainted with the internet. He's never been online.
Oh, absolutely. Unlike me, who's terminally online.
Right.
Man.
Right, yeah. Perfect mix.
Thank you so much for being here, Flenna. I really do appreciate it. Thank you for taking the time.
Of course. Yeah, I'm very excited.
So am I.
I'm nervous. I'm super nervous. I don't know why.
There's nothing to be
official.
Nervous about. You're here at twitch.tv/lookawesome, where we edge it out every now and then with people watching. Thank you. Oh, and also thank you for helping me come up with that name. You I was like throwing shit at a wall and see what would stick, and then here you come, like the very first suggestion. I'm like, oh my god, that's it. That's what I need. That's what I needed.
I have an affinity for puns.
Hell yeah. Also, speaking of the talk show and logo and stuff, I don't know if he's ever gonna watch this, but shout out to my friend Austin Lee Matthews, who recorded the announcer for the intro that played earlier.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah, he's a professional voice actor. He's the voice of Roche in Final Fantasy Rebirth. The guy with the mullet that rides the bike. He's really cool. And he's also in Persona 3 Reload. He plays one of the kid from the student council that's like really uptight about rules. I forgot his name. God. I wish I could remember. It starts with an H. I'm pretty sure it starts with an H.
That makes so much sense though, because when I heard the video, I thought the voice line sounds so professional and absolutely perfect.
Yeah.
So it makes sense.
Yeah, he and I go way back. Shout out to Austin if he ever watches this. All right, so I have a few questions for you, Flenna. I'm interrogating you.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you've been ready. I hope you've been ready. Let's see.
I'm so prepared.
All right, so we're gonna, this is like, this show is gonna, I'm assuming and I'm hoping that it's gonna have a mix of both of our audiences. So I want to make sure that everybody knows exactly who you are and what you are about. So let's start with the basics, okay?
Yeah.
How about you tell us about yourself and about your lore?
Sure. Okay, so my name is Flenna, as Edgee so wonderfully introduced me. I'm a flapjack octopus. My lore is, it's not necessarily super nailed down, but go with me on the vibes.
Okay,
the
okay.
Concept, the aesthetic. Here you are. Kind of the concept that's explored a lot in Noragami, but not necessarily from that, because I actually haven't seen that anime. But
neither have I.
It's the concept that deities and like any sort of god is only as strong as their worshippers, right? So
okay.
The concept of Flenna is an ancient kind of eldritch being, I suppose, who was a god in the olden times, right? But over time, her worshippers kind of started to die out, and she was slowly forgotten about. So it took a lot of strength, right? So I have been sleeping in a little dreamscape bubble that's beneath the sea for more years than I care to say.
Okay.
And have been recently awoken by someone remembering me. So that's kind of the more people that remember me and worship me, the stronger I become with everyone's love.
That's really sweet. That's really cute.
Kitty's a Flenna worshipper.
Yeah. Well, I'm very proud to say that I am a sucker for Flenna.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
That's probably the best name for a community. Oh man, just fell right into my lap. It was so perfect.
Yeah, that's really good. I have slowly started referring to mine as edgelords.
I love that.
Yeah, so everyone who's in chat who's a follower, who can use the follower emotes. Let me see some love right now. Let me see like a little bit of love spam. My love emote. Everyone who posts that is an edgelord. I'm happy to say.
Good.
An official edgelord. Okay. Now we're gonna get to the real business. Okay. We're gonna get to the meaty part. All right.
Just get right into it.
For those who don't know, for those who might not be too familiar with the VTuber spear, okay?
Sure.
There is a term called seiso, which I believe is Japanese for clean or pure, and that term is used in VTuber spaces for VTubers who are how should I put it, who are pure of heart, who don't know. Or at least outwardly don't present themselves as having knowledge of certain topics. Let me put it that way. Right?
Right.
Would you consider yourself seiso, or do you think you're on seiso / seisont?
Seisont. I think it's a little difficult to answer because I do cuss quite a lot.
Hell yeah, so do I. I love cursing. I love saying fucking shit and ass.
Right. Yeah, and as you can tell by my beautiful godly endowments, I'm certainly no stranger to the seisont community.
Yeah.
But I think for at least my community and things like that, I would like to stick to a more wholesome route. Not that I'm against anything. Like sexual or not safe for work in that regard, but I think I just kind of want to cultivate more of a more of a safe, comforting space rather than anything that's like objectifying. I don't mind, but I don't want to foster that necessarily. You know what I mean?
That makes sense. That makes sense. I feel like the only thing stopping me from basically going full on Gooner mode is the fact that I'm constantly broke. Because if I had the money to spare, I would be commissioning so much questionable art of my character. You have no idea.
Yeah.
If I could afford it,
because I have ideas for Flenna's beneath the outfit. Design.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. One day, Chad, we can all hope together. We can all hope together.
Play your suckers right.
Yeah. All right. Moving on to the next question, dearest Flenna.
Yeah.
What are you currently streaming? And then as a follow-up, what do you usually like to stream?
Yeah, so right now I've been primarily streaming Fields of Mistria, the newer like farming sim type game, Harvest Moon, Stardew Valley type inspired game.
It's very cute. I like it a lot.
Oh my gosh, I'm so obsessed with it. So that's pretty much what I've been playing daily. I try to break a little bit, but then I got to get back to the farm, you know?
Exactly.
Games I like to play and kind of planning to play, unfortunately am a slave to League of Legends.
Oh, no.
So,
right. All right, well, that's it for the talk show, everyone. Thank you so much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. Have a good night. We'll see you next time. I'm sorry. I'm fucking with you. Go ahead.
No, you're totally well within your right.
Go ahead.
So unfortunately, I do play a lot of League, but kind of not really aligned with the cozy environment, as I actually want to play more like Elden Ring. I really want to play Doom Eternal. I really want to play Doom Eternal. And I want to play the Halo Master Chief Collection.
Nice.
Yeah, so I want to play like more FPS games, more like FromSoft type games too.
Okay.
But then I gotta fall back on my cozy farm sims.
No, yeah, that's true. You already know this, and everyone who knows me already knows this. But I'm a fucking slave to Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
I play that shit at least 3 times a week. Every time that I do a stream, God, I cannot escape, and I will never escape. And you know what? That's fine. That's fine. So we all have that one thing that we're always gonna fall back on.
Yeah.
So it is what it is, you know. No shame in that. No shame if you are, exclusively streaming what's it called, Fields of Mistria for like a month straight. Because I mean, you can't help yourself. It is what it is.
Just gotta get my fix, man.
Gotta plow
those fields.
Exactly. That's true. Insert joke here about trad wives and video games or something.
Right. Yeah. Just trying to raise a dragon's children in Fields of Mistria. No big deal.
Someday.
Oh God, if I'm lucky.
Isn't it still like an early access?
Yes, and that's kind of why I'm trying to lay off of it, because I've been just balls to the wall and realizing that I'm starting to hit the end of the road. Like I hit the lowest level I can get to in the mines. I'm starting to get like repeat dialogue. I've maxed out my hearts on a couple people, so I'm realizing like, oh, I should probably cool it because the rest of the game doesn't fully release for a year.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's what I currently am about Hades 2, because like
I want to play Hades as well.
Oh yeah, I loved the fuck out of Hades. It was so good. But for that one, I waited until it was out of early access, and like there was like a full release, so I just got it on Switch. I loved it so much. Hades, you're right, chat. You're right. Hades is peak. But yeah, I replayed it over and over until like I got all the parts of the main story. But the thing is that like I know that like if I wanted to, I could jump into Hades 2, but I'm gonna wait until it's out of early access, just so that like everything is fully there. Even though like I've read that like even in early access, it already has like way more stuff compared to like the full release of the game.
Oh,
so I'm
cool.
like, holy shit, how is it gonna be once it like it's out of early access?
Right.
Yeah, but that's
exciting.
Yeah, but that's my cross to bear. I'm waiting it out. I can't tease myself like that. I just can't. Okay.
Yeah, I feel you.
Anyway, let's see. Our next question is, Flenna. What are your plans for the future? As far as either the near future or the far future, what are you hoping to do or achieve?
Yeah, well, I think, I was really, really lucky, and so just really lucky to hit affiliate as fast as I did. And that was really awesome.
You speedrun that shit.
I know, I really didn't expect it. So that was really cool. And that was kind of like, I did that. I need a new goal,
Yeah, that's true.
I think eventually, as with most people who stream on Twitch, like eventually getting partner status would be awesome.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily know. I mean, that's a huge threshold.
Yeah.
I don't know, that to me feels like totally making it, even though it's still relatively small in comparison to a ton of streamers.
Yeah.
But I think that would be a really good, just like long-term goal. But as far as just goals that I have every day, I just am trying to keep to streaming consistently. I've wanted to stream for quite a number of years, and every time I tried it, I just kind of only did it once, or I would get distracted. I didn't make any schedules, and I didn't really take it seriously. So this is my first time actually putting all my effort into it. So I think just making sure that I have goals of like attainability, like keeping consistent, trying new things, and just like connecting with the people that want to hang out with me to keep up the momentum.
Hell yeah, that's what it's all about. And I can relate to that too, because I also like took it very very casually, just like stream whenever and whatever I felt like, and no announcements or whatever. Even when I made my VTuber account, I was like, the day that you catch me making a schedule, fucking that's not me. Assume that I've been kidnapped, whatever. Fast forward to now, I make a schedule at the beginning of every goddamn week. And then like the last couple of weeks I've been streaming like up to like 5 days a week.
I know, I've seen your schedules. That's so impressive.
Yeah, so but hey, I've been managing to, at least juggle everything, or mostly everything in my life pretty good. So I hope that I can keep at it. But we'll see. But I do like having this like semblance of order. I don't know if it's the TISM that's making me like this, but I've been sticking to it so far. So we'll see what happens, and I hope that you can also find a rhythm that works for you.
Yeah, well, you're doing a great job so far.
Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. All right, Flenna.
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
Right.
Before let's be transparent here to all of our viewers. Okay. Before a week or so before tonight, I sent you a copy and paste of all the questions that you can expect tonight.
Right, you did.
Right?
Yeah.
Flenna, there's a surprise question.
Oh. Okay.
All right. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh God, yeah. I didn't rehearse.
This wasn't in fucking dress rehearsal or whatever.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right. I need you to do a pitch right now for everyone in chat. Why should people watch you right now? Go.
Right now, go my elevator pitch, my log line.
Yeah. Go ahead.
You ever like octopuses, right? But they're so far under the water, and it's cold and dark in there, and you can't go in there. So you should come hang out with me instead, because I'm warm and soft.
Damn. Well, you got my vote.
That's all I got.
Flenna 2024. You heard it here first. That was actually pretty good.
Thanks.
I'm sorry that I had to corner you like that, but look, life comes at you fast.
You got to keep me on my toes.
I do. I really do. All right.
My improv skills.
Exactly. That's what it's about. This is live, baby. Yeah. This is live. It's gonna. As a streamer, you got to be ready for anything. Fucking anything. Wait, what is that clown doing?
No.
He's just sitting there. He's sitting there. He's sitting there. He's fine. He's fine.
Behave.
That's his name?
That's his name.
Oh shit! What's good, Gerald?
I was in a dark point in my life when I had Gerald.
I like how you're saying that like right next to him too, so he knows.
It's okay. He can't talk back.
Oh, that's what he took a vow of silence.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service, Gerald, or whatever. I don't really know what you do, but whatever.
Neither does he.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're far enough into the stream that we can do an audience participation question.
More surprise questions.
Well, you knew about this. I told you I was gonna do this.
Yeah, I know, but I don't know what they'll say.
That, you know what? That's true. That's fair enough. That's fair enough. All right, chat. Now you are the star for like 30 seconds or whatever. We need 2 questions from you, chat, to ask Flenna. What do you want to know from Flenna, or what do you want her to say or answer? Flenna, it is up to you to pick which questions. You don't have to pick. You don't have to pick the first 2 that you see. Just pick 2 that you feel vibe with you. So, chat, what do you got for us? What do you got for Flenna?
There's nothing off limits.
Oh, that's true. We are edging it out after all.
The secret. Yeah, exactly. We're edging it out.
All right. What do you want to ask Flenna? Go.
They can't be about Gerald, though. No questions about my son.
No questions about Gerald. No questions about Gerald. Okay. No Gerald. Okay.
You can't answer. That's not fair.
That's true.
Yeah.
What do you got for us, chat? Let's see it. Let's hear it.
Let's just see. What do you guys think is the most important thing to have for not just VTubing but streaming in general? Oh, that's a good question, though. Yeah. I'll answer that one.
Okay.
The most important thing. Gosh, that's kind of hard because you could answer in like a technical aspect and say your audio quality, or I think that would probably be the number one answer a lot of people would say. At least it's at the top of like lists that I have. But I think the number one most important thing you need is the desire to foster a sense of camaraderie. You know, I really don't like the idea of coming into the VTuber sphere as sort of this like micro celebrity that's anyone trying to interact with me as parasocial or anything like that. And I totally understand having those boundaries at a certain point, but I think you should come into it less from a placing, like less from placing yourself on a pedestal and more of like hanging out and finding like-minded people that are having fun with you and doing the same things. So I think that's probably more important, just like taking it from like an everyone's on the same level standpoint.
Yeah, I agree. And lately I've since I became a little bit more serious about streaming, like I've been doing like collabs more often than I used to, just because like I just want to like hang out with people and meet other people hopefully through it. So I've been having like a really good time through that. And I guess that question was directed at the both of us. And I was gonna answer with with the technical aspect immediately, like get your audio shit together. Yeah, like before we went live, I did like a couple of audio test recordings with Flenna while we were in a call, just to make sure that like the volume of our like the call volume was good and my microphone volume was good. Speaking of, chat, how's her volume?
Oh yeah, we didn't ask.
Yeah, I probably should have asked that at the beginning, but I was too hyped, too excited. We're already like 30 minutes in, and I'm asking how the volume is.
Hey, how we sound? Like you've been muted the whole time.
Yeah, how do we sound? Volume is good. Hell yeah! All right, yeah. That's because like I don't know if it happens specifically to me, but every single goddamn time that I have a Windows update or even an OBS update, I need to like reset my microphone shit because like because I have like a USB microphone, and then when I load up like Discord or just OBS to do a stream, and I check my microphone levels and there's like no audio coming in and no audio coming in, and I'm like, what the fuck? So I go check it and it always like defaults, and like I mean I'm using a desktop, there's no like built-in microphone, so when it's set to default there's like no microphone at all. So I gotta like set everything back up and go through like my scenes and make sure that my scenes are all set with the same microphone and all that shit over and over.
Yeah.
It's a never-ending battle. It's my Sisyphean task. Always getting the audio shit right. I'm always gonna be battling my microphone and my audio levels.
Aren't we all?
Yeah, aren't we all? But it is what it is. Anyway, if you want to be a streamer, or if you are a streamer, always do an audio check, an audio test. Oh, thank you for the head pad. I appreciate it. The fucking.
Oh, that's so cute.
Right, it's pretty good, huh? do a test with your game. Make sure that like the game is not drowning you out. This is my little cheat sheet, just to know like if a game is too loud or not. Just look at your little like audio levels on the OBS audio mixer. Oh Jesus Christ! Okay, fine. I'm gonna hydrate. God.
I only have a Red Bull. Does that count?
Yeah, it does.
Thank you.
I mean, it's something. You're drinking something. Whatever.
Oh my God, your eye. That was so funny.
Oh yeah. So when I hydrate, like my the camera that I use for my capture, it's literally like right in front of me. And when I drink, I have this big cup of water, like this tumbler thing.
Yeah.
Because I want my water to be cold and to stay cold for a long time. But it's like a big like thick thing. So yeah. Whenever I drink from it, it ends up getting like in front of my capture, and that's how everyone can tell that I'm actually drinking something, because it gets my capture fucked up for like a second.
I thought it was just with the water splashing at you, like it was all part of the same thing.
No. First I get waterboarded, then no. But what was I gonna say? Oh, right. So my cheat sheet to make sure that like your game audio doesn't overpower you, is to look at your audio levels in your audio mixer on OBS or whatever it is that you use to stream, and bring down the slider so that like the average level of the game audio only reaches about half or a little bit less than half of what your speaking audio level reaches when you're just like talking normally.
Oh, I need to be taking notes.
I don't remember where I read it or where I saw something about that, but like ever since I learned that little fact, like my game audio has never been an issue ever since then.
That's awesome.
Like one of my very first like sins as a streamer was like this was like before I was even a VTuber. I streamed that one Zelda in the sky. What's it called? Skyward Sword. Skyward Sword. I was streaming Skyward Sword, and I was doing the fire dungeon thing, whatever. And I never realized that the entire time the audio from the game was hella fucking overpowering me. And I went to watch the VOD. I went to watch the VOD. I was like, oh, I wonder if there's any like funny or interesting moments that I can make a clip out of. And it was basically fucking unusable. I was like, holy shit, nobody told me that that my thing was loud as fuck. I didn't realize that the game was like drowning me out. So yeah.
That's the third most important thing about being a streamer is having at least one bro in the chat that is willing to tell you when you sound bad or the game sounds bad.
Yeah, even when I'm confident that like all my audio levels are set, like at the beginning of the stream, and then maybe like 30 minutes to an hour into the stream, I will ask chat again. It's like, hey, is my audio good? Okay, cool. And then wait a little bit more, like 30 minutes more. Hey, is my audio still good? Yeah, okay, sweet. Yeah. Because I've done streams before where like my game audio, I could hear it, but like it wasn't coming through in the stream. So I would have to like go back and check. It's like, okay, how come I can hear it, but like the stream can't hear it? Right. It's always a battle. Oh my God, that was the first question. I just realized. I'm. You know, this is why I wanted to start a talk show, because I'm a fucking professional yapper. You know.
I love it.
Yeah, and that question was supposed to be aimed at you, and I was like, oh yeah, let me fucking chime in. Anyway, did we get a second question?
We did. It was from Kitty asking if there was any streamers I look up to.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. There are. I'm getting back into watching more streams. I used to watch them, and then I kind of fell off. And I've been getting a little bit back into it. As far as like larger streamers that I admire, one of them is I'm not sure if anyone. I mean, she's relatively big, I think. It's Nymphelia. She's a pink kitty right now. She used to be an axolotl Australian VTuber, and one of the reasons I admire her is because she made and rigged her model all by herself.
Oh,
and
wow!
That's something that. Yeah, and that's something that I think I'm going to try.
Nice.
I'm trying to draw one currently. I've never done it before.
Oh.
It's very, very involved. So there's a lot to it, and I just think it's really awesome that she has really leveled up. Like you can tell, her first model was still really good, but and the rigging was still good, but where she's at currently with her newer model, it's just insane how much improvement she's made.
Nice.
So I really admire that, and I want to hopefully grow the same way.
Oh,
because I'm never going to be able to afford one.
Yeah, that's basically how I feel about my model, because I was like, okay, I don't no offense to you, obviously, but I was like, I personally don't feel like being a PNG to her. I'm just gonna do like a 3D thing.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed, like, you know, being able to like turn my little model around and all that stuff. And as far as like the outfits go, like I have no like artistic experience whatsoever, but like there is a website, shout out booth.com. I think it's Booth. It's a subsidiary of Pixip, that one Japanese art site.
Oh yeah.
But Booth has a bunch of artists that sell for super cheap, I might add. It's like, it's almost nothing. Almost fucking nothing. Super cheap assets for like 3D VTubers, like
oh, that's awesome.
Like everything that I have on right now, except maybe the glasses. No, even okay, not the glasses, but like the texture of the glasses. Yeah. I got that from Booth. So that's like the cool. the clothes that my character is wearing and everything, I got them from Booth. So like I once like I have an idea, I like try to search up like a term for like what I have in mind, and then see if there's any cheap or like affordable things that I can get, and then I just get them, and then it's just playing like, you know, playing with like with puzzle pieces, and then like I put stuff together. It's like a mishmash, and that's what I like to do for my model.
That's so much fun. I think I would really enjoy doing something like that too. I just would feel frustrated if I couldn't have it exactly the way I see it in my head.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. With me, like I said, I accept the fact that I'm not an artist. So I'm like, okay, what can I do with what I have? What can I do with like with what these people sell? And then just put it together from there.
And it's looking fabulous.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. I'll never claim that anything I did is mine, because I never see myself actually like learning how to like make textures.
Yeah.
But shout out to the people that do know how to make textures. You know, you guys are the real heroes. Because I mean, all of this, everything that I have here is textures that somebody else made. But I was able to put them all together and make it work like how it's doing right now.
Yeah.
All right. What do we have next? Oh, okay. So now, Flenna.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions for me? Now you're the talk show host. So host, go ahead.
Let me get. How does it feel to be in the hot seat, Edgee?
Oh man, I'm sweating bullets right now.
The turns have tabled.
They really have.
Yeah, let me. Oh yeah, I have my questions for you, and I have 3 of them, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
The first question. Let's start off with something easy.
Oh maybe, shit. Okay.
Let you wade into it. What is your favorite part of VTubing? My favorite part of VTubing?
It's you know, I actually did this the other day. Talking to chat about the games that I'm streaming. Because a lot of the time, or not a lot of the time, but sometimes somebody will come in and be like, oh, I love this game, blah, 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 blah. And I'll be like, oh, yeah, me too. Do you remember the part where this and this happened? And then we just gush together. I love talking to chatters about what's going on, and then going just having little conversations while I'm playing the game. Like it feels like, you know, like we're hanging out, even though like I'm talking and the other person is just like is typing. But I like the human connection of that comes from streaming, you know. It's really cool, and I've gotten to meet some of my mods in my channel and on my Discord server are people that just came in one day and started chatting, and they just kept coming back, and I was like, oh hey, why don't you join the Discord? And it's like, oh well, you've been here for a while, like I trust you, like we have become friends, like would you have time to like be a mod? Is this something that you would want to do? And then they're like, yeah, and then it just goes from there, you know.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so I have like forged like years-long friendships just from some people that have come in and stayed a while and just sent messages and chat. So I really, really like that. I like...
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah, human connection.
That's a perfect answer. Good job, Edgee.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Moving on.
Okay. Oh, shit.
Yeah. Get
Oof.
ready.
Oh, my God.
If you were going to leave any sort of mark on the internet or your community, what would you want it to be?
That's a really good question. Fuck. What sort of mark do I want to leave? So let's see. Okay. I hope this makes sense. This makes sense. Okay. I want to be a sort of the sort of streamer that like when you sit down with food and you bring up twitch.tv and you're like, ooh, right. Who's online? Who can I watch while I eat like a fucking king? Who can I watch like a little fool like jiggling their little bells for me as I have my feast?
Sure.
I want to be the person that people think about when when that thought runs through their mind. When they're like, okay, I'm looking to be entertained. Who's going to entertain me? That's Edgee. Edgee is going to provide entertainment. Edgee is going to entertain me. Whenever I tune in to watch Edgee, I'm going to be entertained. I'm going to have a good time. That's the type of person that I want to be. I want to be somebody who, when people think about that person, when people think about like that person as a streamer, it's like, oh, it's gonna be a good time. I can't wait to watch this.
Yeah, I love that. Eternal North is eating right now.
Oh shit! There we go. Oh my god, my dream came true.
Yeah, it's
wow.
True.
Okay, well, I'm gonna end the stream. That's it. I'm good. Thank you.
Yeah, cut stream.
Right. Cool. And also this is. Oh, thank you for sending love. Thank you for sending some love. That was cute. Another thing, and this is more like a selfish thing.
Yeah.
But it is genuinely one of my dreams for somebody to make a fan cam.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
I think fan cams of certain streamers are so fucking funny. Like I have seen so many fan cams of Germa.
Oh my god, I love Germa.
I think like one of my favorites is like a fan cam set to I think the song is "Oh No" by like Marina and the Diamonds.
Oh yeah, I'm familiar with
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I have that fan cam like in my YouTube favorites, and every now and then I go back and watch it just because I love it so much.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So this is not me asking any viewers to make shit. Absolutely not. I just want that to happen like organically, naturally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it will.
Thank you. Yeah, speaking it into existence. That's the thing that I like to say a lot in my community. We're speaking it into existence. It's going to happen because we said it out loud.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Next question. Question number 3.
Question.
Oh my god,
now
I hope I pass.
We're gonna get a little bit into the silly territory.
Oh fuck.
What hill would you die on that you feel no one else will? Like that guy standing up in court meme.
Wait, hang on. So what if you're old and don't know what a fan cam is? A fan cam is basically like a mini music video of a person or a thing. So like imagine like whatever is your favorite celebrity or actor or whatever, right? And somebody gets videos that are just like widely available on the internet of them just like doing something or being silly or just clips from their movies or whatever, and edits all those together to match like a song. But it's like a little snippet of a song, so it's like anywhere between like 30 seconds to a minute. That's why they're called fan cams.
Naruto AMV for a VTuber. Got it.
Yeah, that's what a fan cam is. That's what a fan cam is. I couldn't leave that one unanswered.
Yeah, that was good.
Anyway, I am so sorry, Flenna. Could you repeat the question?
That's all right. Just for you, I will.
Thank you.
What hill will you die on that you feel no one else will? Like that guy standing in court meme. What's your biggest take that you feel like it doesn't matter if no one else agrees, you're dying on it?
It doesn't matter if no one else agrees. I'm dying on it.
Like some people will purport that cereal is technically nachos because you have a corn. Yeah, something like that, or something less unhinged.
Or something less unhinged. Oh man, that's
Really
I'm actually gonna have to think about this one for a second.
Yeah, please do.
Fuck, what is something? No, that's too vanilla. That's way too vanilla. I'm not gonna say that. Chaos. Okay. I think I might have something. Yeah,
let's hear it.
If you, it's a very niche thing. Thing. Okay. If you are debating on getting a game for either Switch or I guess, for either Switch or a different console, and the game is something that you can see yourself playing for a very long time or coming back to it a lot, get it on Switch because that means that you can play it while you poop.
Ooh, good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Unless you have a Steam Deck, which is, a viable alternative.
Man, I think those are so neat.
Yeah. So I always tell people that it's like you can't decide whether you want it like on PC or console or on Switch. Well, then get it on Switch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can be playing in your living room and then, nature calls, then fucking take it with you and, there you go. Make sure the Switch version works and runs adequately. I mean, yeah, I guess that kind of makes sense. I guess how much a normal amount? But look, okay. Listen. Here's the thing. Here's the part where I need to explain myself. Okay?
Please do.
Have you heard of the concept of locking in?
Oh.
When you are locked in, it's like, okay, look, I know that I talked about Monster Hunter earlier. I always come back to Monster Hunter. This is prime example. When Monster Hunter Rise was announced, they said it was going to come to PC too, but it was going to come to Switch first. And I guess people prefer playing that on PC because you can mod it, whatever, what the fuck ever. I was not going to wait for that because the Switch version was going to come out first. And also, I didn't want any stupid things interrupting my hunting time, such as pooping, so I can just like take it with me to the toilet and then kill monsters that way. And that, for me, is the way to go. And that game was created with black magic because it runs like a fucking dream on Switch.
If I lock in while pooping, I'm gonna get nerve damage in my leg.
It's fine. You gotta do it. You gotta do it for the game that you love. That's why it's called locking in, all right? So that's what I firmly believe.
Yeah, it's not locking in if you bitch out. Yeah.
Also, Hades. I got Hades on Switch. I played that like at Hangouts where it was, acceptable for me to be playing my Switch. I played it on the car, like on long car rides. I played it just like on the bed when I don't feel like, sitting somewhere like in front of a TV or in front of a monitor, To be frank.
Monster Hunter Fight's really 20 minutes long.
Monster Hunter fights are like 20 minutes long or longer. To you. For me, 50 minutes or less. From either 50 minutes or less. It's not very sanitary though. What do you mean? Are you getting poop on your hands? What do you mean? You're just sitting down. Just when you're done, just put your Switch somewhere, wash your hands, and then pick it back up. It's fine. That's that skill issue. I did. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be mean to you guys. But the air particles. So what? You can clean your Switch, can't you?
Damn.
God. Yeah. See, this is what I mean. They hated Jesus because he spoke the truth.
This is exactly the type of reaction you need from this question.
Yeah.
If you're not getting people shouting and pointing at you, then you didn't answer it right. Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. Most video games make a minute or two long fight feel like an hour. Monster Hunter actually 7 hour long fights. Video Game Donkey. Yeah, Video Game Donkey can't play Monster Hunter right. I'm actually, you know what? I take it back. That's the hill that I'm gonna die on. Video Game Donkey doesn't know how to play Monster Hunter right, and I do, and I'm better than him. This is not a joke. I mean it. I'm not doing a bit. I mean it.
Damn.
Yeah. I played PS Vita in the bathtub. There you go. There you go. This is an example of dying on the hill, the hill indeed. Yeah.
Exactly.
There we go.
Perfect answer.
We finally did it. Hey, mission accomplished.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, if I could, I would high five you. Donkey has some favorite takes. True. Especially about RPGs. Don't get me started on that shit, and I won't get started on that shit. Oh, those were amazing questions, Flenna.
Thank you.
You really knocked that out of the park with that.
I watch a lot of Hot Ones, so I try to ask the interview questions.
Oh wow, you should be the host next time, and I'll just like
Oh, that'd be fun.
Yeah, and I'll just like hang out and chat. Oh, I forgot to mention. I am so sorry. The meme redeems. They're not working for this stream specifically because I mean they're a little bit too distracting. Sorry. There's some meme redeems that take like the whole entire screen. So I just disabled those for this stream. Like the ones where people can like do like a head pat or make me drink water or send love or whatever. Those ones are still active, but the memes are just a little too distracting, so I just turned those off. They're gonna be back, you guys. They're gonna be back when I do a regular stream, but not for interview streams like this one. I'm sorry. Anyway,
Astara wants to know your RPG takes.
I want to know your RPG take. I want to know your RPG takes. Give a sneak peek. Okay. Every anime RPG is good. People just have, especially people that like call themselves like Nintendo gamers, for some fucking reason they have like little to no like patience for RPGs, especially JRPGs. I only have played one JRPG that I was like on, and even at that, like I don't outright hate it. I just thought it was like just okay. But I still like what is it called? It recently got a remaster announced. Tales of... Not Vesperia. I haven't played Vesperia. Fuck. The main character's name is Asbel.
It's what?
Asbel. I pronounced it wrong. I'm sorry. Asbel. Asbel Lant. Oh, Tales of Graces. Yeah. That's the one. I played it from beginning to end, and I even did like the post-game DLC thing, whatever. I think I played like over 100 hours of it. So I played the shit out of it completely, but I just felt like I reached the point where like the story could have ended and that would have been it, and then it just kept going, and it just kept going, and it just kept going. And by that point I was like, okay, are we gonna call it good or what? But the game was fine. The game itself was fine. It's just, for me, the story was like, it just went a little too long, but that's what I think. JRPGs are good. JRPGs are great.
Would you consider Ni no Kuni a JRPG?
Yes.
Did you play Ni no Kuni 2?
No.
Okay. My hill, where I'm standing alone and everyone else disagrees with me, is that I hated it.
Damn!
Because you start that game and your father's killed by these rats.
Oh,
right?
Holy shit.
Yeah. You're just a little prince. And your father's killed. And so I'm like, we got to get revenge. We got to avenge our father. We got to rebuild our kingdom.
Yeah.
We got to get with it.
Yeah.
No. The game is like, our dad is killed by the rats. So we're going to go out into the hillside and start a new kingdom. What? You don't get any revenge. Yeah. So the game is you just rebuilding your own little kingdom out in the hills. You looking like some Fisher Price ass little guy. It switches from like the 2D drawn Ghibli style to literally like the 3D miniature Fisher Price guys.
Oh.
Bobbling around. And you rebuild up your kingdom. No justice for father. And you just let the rats have your home.
That pisses me off. Not. What the fuck?
I rage quit the game. I spent $90 on the collector's edition just because of the Ghibli stuff. It was so cute.
My god.
And Ni no Kuni and the White Witch, I think it's called, was so cute.
Yeah.
So I had high hopes, and then no, this little bastard just says, "Fuck my dad."
He
I'm
just
gonna go
let
live
that
out in the
shit
hills."
slide?
Just lets it slide.
And my god.
You make friends with the rats later on.
Fuck that.
Exactly.
Fuck
Done.
that. Where's my tale of revenge?
Oh
my
Took it out of the
fucking
console,
God.
never looked back.
That's some bullshit.
I know.
Thank you for telling me, because I'm never going to play it.
Never play it.
Yeah.
Hate it.
I trust your word on that.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, wow, we're coming up in just about an hour. Perfect time to switch to 1 hour later, our main topic. our main topic of the night. This is what you're here for, right? Right, Chad? This is what you want? You wanted some certified yapping? You got it.
Yeah.
All right. So here we go. This is our main topic of the night. Are you ready, Flenna?
Oh, yeah.
All right. The main topic of the night is media that changed you. It could be a game. It could be a movie. It could be a show. It could be an anime. Something that when you watched or played it or experienced, that just either changed your outlook on life, or changed you as a person, or just had a big impact on you.
Okay. Can I just yap freely?
Please.
Cut me off if I.
That's what you're here for. That's what you're here for.
Okay. Well, no, but I have three.
Oh,
three.
shit.
I've been thinking about this. Yeah, and I think I couldn't pick one, so I had to pick three. And I think, of course, they're all anime.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Yeah, 3 pieces of media, all anime, and I think they impacted me differently, but equally.
Okay.
So first, I want to, and I have tattoos for all of them too. So
Oh,
I guess
nice.
It's fitting that I picked these 3. First one I'm going to start off with is Full Metal Alchemist.
Hell yeah.
Brotherhood.
Hell yeah.
Another hill that I'll die on, but I think I'm well versed in company here, is that Brotherhood is the only valid form.
I agree. I agree.
Sorry. Thank you.
I agree.
I'm so sorry if you feel otherwise, but
No.
it is okay to be wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and I have met like staunch 2003 FMA defenders in my life, and I'm like, why?
Mind-boggling.
Why do you drive with your eyes closed?
Right. Why do you hate quality?
Yeah.
Is what I want to know. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we're not having any of the
especially when they double down and they're like, I know that it doesn't follow the manga, so it's okay.
Okay.
So
they'll say some out of pocket nonsense like, oh, I actually like that ending better. What?
Oh my god, I know someone that said that shit too, word for word. Oh my god.
Like,
don't get me started on it.
Yeah.
Ugh.
FMA 3 is a great alternate AU that is fun. Yeah. Okay, but Laura Bailey is Lust in both versions.
Yeah.
Oh, she right, that's fair. She is alive longer. That's so fair. I think the first few episodes of FMA the original are good because you get to see Ed's journey to becoming a state alchemist, whereas in Brotherhood we start with that. So that's the only saving grace I'll give it. But just to put it all on the table, my life has not been the easiest. I'm sure like a lot of people can identify with that, but I've gone through some fucking rough patches, right? So I watched Full Metal, and I just really, really connected with the level of perseverance that Ed and Al have, and also in putting all of your kind of the last shreds of your will to live basically on this one journey, and then that journey doesn't fucking work out. You know, like they set off to find the Philosopher's Stone to bring back their mom, and that hope of her coming back is pretty much the only thing that they have going on. Yeah. You know, and then to find out that that's not gonna work, and their mom's just, you know, permanently gone. There's nothing that they can do. All of this journeying, all of this research, all of this time has essentially been for nothing. That's a crazy blow, you know. But what really stuck out with me was the phrase "keep moving" that they say a lot. You just keep moving forward, you know, and that's all you can do. So I really, really resonated with that. Just getting like punched down and having life just pull the rug out from under your feet. And you know, a lot of people would give up, and that's not anything to say about their character. It's totally understandable. But just knowing that, I don't know, just getting to see that on screen, seeing like such a beautiful story play out and just like keep moving forward, being the main theme and the main like objective and goal, and watching people struggle and still manage to hold like care and love in their heart. You know, Edward's like not the most affectionate person by any
Yeah, that's true.
but he still has that heart. He still wants to help people. He gets absolutely fucked over by the world, and not once does he ever become like a monster or too jaded he never loses like his heart. You know?
Yeah.
So that really resonated with me, and it really was I don't know, I just liked it. I liked it a lot. So I have Keep Moving on my forearms as a tattoo.
You know what we call that, right?
What do we call it?
Peak fiction.
We do.
Yeah.
We absolutely do. Yeah. Yeah, so Brotherhood, definitely one of the top ones. And it was actually also one of the very first anime I ever saw.
Oh.
I got into anime a little late. I kind of watched it from the corner of my eye in high school, but I didn't want to be weird. I was considered weird pretty much my whole life.
Oh, no.
So I thought it always looked so cool, but I was like, if I start watching that, I'm going to fall into a pit that I never crawl out of.
Oh, God.
So it ended up getting me anyways.
But it happened anyway, yeah.
It happened anyway, classic. But it's a canon event, we can't interfere.
Yeah.
So that's why Full Metal is like just really important to me. And the second thing is going to be Fruits Basket. I would imagine that most people are familiar with it, the shoujo. It's really, really cute. That was the very, very first anime I ever saw. And I just really loved Toru. I think one thing I've kind of always struggled with in my life is, at least growing up, I was really quick to be defensive, and getting, just kind of, I had to learn a lot about being judgmental as a young kid and a teenager especially. So whenever people like fucked up or they, just made mistakes, it was very easy for me to get like righteously angry with them. And I didn't like that about myself. There was a lot of times where friends would tell me like, I didn't tell you because I was worried that you'd get mad at me.
Ooh. And
that broke my heart. I didn't want to be that kind of person that my friends felt scared to come to me with anything. But Toru was so understanding and so loving, and I think that's to a fault in a lot of places. But somebody could treat her like absolute dirt, and it wasn't about this self-righteous, like, demanding respect for yourself. Obviously not that that's a bad thing, but Toru always managed to see the good in people and to see that a lot of the times people hurt each other, but they're not intending to,
Right.
One of my favorite quotes from that series is her saying that everyone is born just knowing how to want. They want food. They want, they just want for things. Everyone's born with the ability to want. But kindness is something that everyone has to grow on their own. So that's why it looks different depending on who you're speaking to. It's because that's somebody's own kindness that they had to cultivate. And sometimes it's harder to see than others. It just comes in different shapes and forms. But everyone always has some of it. So I don't know, that kind of really stuck out to me because a lot of the times I would get so uppity about things, because I didn't understand the other person's perspective and I didn't see where they were coming from. And so seeing Toru just have the ability to hold space for everyone's differences on that front and not automatically jump to conclusions about anybody, but instead try to understand where they were coming from, I really, really, really admired that. And I wanted to try to be more like her. Because I never wanted to have another instance where somebody was afraid to tell me something because they thought I would react poorly. Yeah, so I think just seeing her as this, she's just been a huge role model to me my entire life. I've always wanted to be somebody who, in the face of an adversary or in the face of like even cruelty, to say, what is this person trying to say? Can I help them express themselves better, or can I understand what they're trying to say without it needing to be necessarily in a language that I understand?
Right.
Like, kind of like, yeah, like love languages, not everybody is going to love in a way that I necessarily want to be loved, but that doesn't mean that they're not still expressing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so I don't know. I just really love her, and she deserves the world, so I wanted to be more like her and be nicer and kinder.
Hell yeah. Good shit. That's as they say, bars.
Thanks. Dropping straight bars.
Yeah.
We love Toru Honda up in this bitch.
Yeah, unfortunately, I have never watched Fruits Basket, but I relate a lot with that message, or at least something very similar to it. And the way that, well, let me put it this way. I've never really been like a big like pro wrestling guy. I do enjoy lucha libre because I grew up watching it when I was a kid. But there is this one a pro wrestler that I respect a lot. His name is or stage name is the Iron Sheik. Rest in peace.
Okay.
He's not with us anymore. But you can go on his Twitter account because it's still active. And his pinned tweet is in all caps, by the way. Take a minute of your day to be nice to someone, you dumb son of a bitch.
I love that.
So I try to keep that in mind. I try to keep that in my heart at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's that. I feel like that's a similar message to what Toru is about. I think. Yeah. Especially
because I think getting upset with people quickly is kind of I don't know how to describe what I'm trying to say. Self-important is not what I mean, but I'm going to extrapolate on that because it's kind of coming from the perspective that your perception of events is the end all be all.
Yeah.
Your reaction to events is saying that you're reacting to something, and obviously you believe that something to be factual, right?
Exactly.
So you're taking an affront or a comment and reacting to it based on your perception. And so I think I don't know, not to say don't trust yourself, but at the same point, maybe lead with giving the benefit of the doubt,
Yeah.
Even like the tendency for road rage right now. The car I'm driving has its check engine light on, and it won't go above second gear, you guys. So accelerating is hard. We can get there. It just takes a little minute.
Yeah.
Right. And never have I ever felt so much, because what's the first thing if somebody's sitting at a red light? You're like, fucking go. Go.
Yeah.
You're honking on your horn, whatever. Or if somebody's going slowly up a hill, like 10 miles beneath the speed limit, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But now I'm driving a car that literally cannot just go. And I'm like, I wonder if I've ever gotten mad at somebody for driving slow and their car was also having troubles. So I try to take that and just pose it to every time someone pisses me off. Like, what if I don't know what's going on in their day. I don't know what they're doing. I don't even know if they notice what I notice.
Yeah.
So instead of being like, what an asshole, why don't I instead just try to say, it's no big deal. And maybe they're distracted. Maybe they're having a bad day. Maybe something just happened to them. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I think I'm never going to know most of the time. I'm never going to know what the car ahead of me is doing or thinking or where they're going. So it really doesn't cost anything for me to try to take it from a nicer perspective than a road ragey one.
Exactly.
And I'm not perfect on that, obviously, but it's something I am trying to be better with.
That's a very mature way to put things. That's really insightful.
It's really just that I hate feeling anger. I hate it. I think it's a horrid emotion. It really ramps up my anxiety, and I just don't like feeling it. So I'm trying to find ways in my life that I could make sure I'm not feeling that.
Yeah. That's a really good way to put it.
Thanks.
I would say the only exception would be for anyone who's driving a Tesla or a Cybertruck.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad we can agree on that.
Yes, we can't always be pious, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes people are in fact assholes, and it's the cyber truck drivers.
Yeah, it's like animals in the wild that have, you know, bright colors to let you know that they're bad.
Exactly.
That you shouldn't approach them.
Right.
There you go. That's what that's for.
Yeah.
All right. What a good way to cap that one off.
Yeah, my final piece of media that has shaped me is well, I get all nervous talking about him because it's Grimjow from Bleach specifically.
Oh shit! Here we go.
Is anybody a Bleach fan in the chat? If you're not, it's okay, but you don't have to mention that you're not because, like we said earlier, it is okay to be wrong.
I like Bleach, and to this day, I like. Okay, so just a little bit of backstory, right? For those who don't know, I also have like a channel on YouTube. I don't really do like VTubing stuff there, but I like to record Let's Plays with my friends. Okay, anytime that someone or something moves really fast, my fucking just like automatic go-to joke, it's like, oh my god, he flash stepped.
Yeah.
So like it's either
the ultimate around part true.
It's either that or I say, oh my god, like when something has like some kind of like aura, I'm like, holy shit, it's this Ryatsu.
Yeah.
And I'm currently waiting for the new anime to finish so I can just like bench it all in one go, because I know that if I start watching it right now, I'm just gonna want more and I'm gonna feel like antsy about it. It's like no, I have to wait. I have to make myself wait until it's all out.
Yeah, next season comes out. I think it's the 10th of October.
Oh, nice.
I think it's coming.
But that's not the last part, is it?
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Well, I guess stay tuned.
Stuff to the anime. Yeah, stay tuned. Who knows? But yes, Grimjow is the ultimate Arrancar, and it's honestly, it's kind of cheesy. It's kind of cheesy, and also a little heavy. So please excuse the topic. It's not not trying to trauma dump on anybody. I first got introduced to Bleach like 12 years ago. Yeah, 12 or so years ago. I was not in a very good relationship at all. It was very emotionally abusive, very bad for my mental health, very
hell no.
down. Yeah, it was a really, really, really terrible time, right? And I was being treated exceptionally poorly. But I didn't really, I kept trying to see like, I don't know, I was brainwashed into giving so many chances and thinking that the problem was me and what was I doing wrong type of a thing. But I started watching Bleach and I saw Grimjow, who I just loved immediately. I love cats, and so I liked him. But as I kept watching, what I really liked about him was that he was so unapologetically himself and did not take anything from anyone.
Yeah.
Right? Like he was going to put his fist through anyone who looked at him wrong. And so I started role-playing him on Tumblr.
Nice.
Pause for the cringe. And so in doing that, I couldn't help but think to myself, like, Grimjow would never let anyone speak to him the way that I'm allowing someone to speak to me.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah.
And I don't know, I really latched onto that. And I thought, like, I really respected him. And I honestly, like, looked up to how just wholeheartedly he was able to be just him.
Yeah.
And so that honestly is what gave me the courage to leave my shitty relationship. Because I just thought of how, I don't know, I wanted to be more like that. I wanted to be able to stand up for myself and not worry that I was going to make someone angry. Like they've made me angry. I should be able to stand up about it. It was normally really, really hard for me to do, but then I was thinking, like, I don't want to let him down, I don't want to be a disappointment. So I did that. I left that asshole.
Nice.
And felt really good about it, yeah. But so I don't know, every time I've gone through like a hard time or I really struggle with holding my boundaries or standing up for myself, I think about Grimjow from Bleach and I
open a little like heart-shaped locket with his picture in it.
Yeah, so I try not to be somebody that would be a disappointment to him.
Oh,
do good stuff.
Nice.
For me, yeah.
Shout out to Grimjow.
Yeah.
I know he's watching.
I love him. It's the Wolverine holding the picture. It is, yeah. It's exactly how I feel about him.
Oh, that rules.
Yeah, thanks.
That's awesome. Is there anything else you want to add to that?
No, I just like Graham Chow.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. We're gonna move on to me. All right.
Yeah, please.
My piece of media that changed me as a person. It's gonna be very easy to tell once again. It is a motherfucking Gurren Lagann. Look at that.
Oh,
look at that. It's been here the whole time. It's been here the whole time. I watched Gurren Lagann at a point in my life where I really needed to watch it. Like Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann. That's the Japanese name. In English, it's Gurren Lagann. Actually, that's why I'm wearing the glasses. That's why I'm wearing the glasses. So I'm like, actually, it's called Gurren Lagann in English. But I watched it at a point in my life where I felt like I really needed to watch something like that. That was supposed to be oh no, I'm just being a little shit. I'm being a little shit. Don't worry. It's a bit. I'm sorry. It's a bit. I'm never like 100% transparent when I'm doing a bit. So these things happen from time to time. But I'm sorry. Anyway, when I was in high school, that's when I watched it, and it was like still like airing as I watched it. And it was like the fan subs too.
Classic.
And the thing was lost in the bit sauce. Yeah, it happens to me a little bit too often. So I felt like I related to Simon in a way that, at least at the time, I never felt like I related to a character in anything ever, like to that degree, because he was exactly like how I felt. Like I've always been like a tall guy, but the thing is that, like, I'm sorry if this sounds super fucking cliche. I don't know how else to put it, but during that time of my life, I felt very like emotionally small. You know what I mean? Like I felt like a huge pushover. You know, I would rarely like fucking like stand up for myself. I would rarely like take any like initiative on just about anything. I felt like I was just floating through life, not really like making many of my own choices, just letting things happen to me, you know? And that got me in a lot of situations that I just regret a ton. Like to this day, it's like, why didn't I say anything when this happened? Why didn't I, whatever.
Right.
That's the past. Can't do anything about it. Hey, just like Fullmetal Alchemist, keep moving forward.
Yeah.
And that was it for me while I was watching Gurren Lagann, because it was like 27 episodes, and then through the whole run of the show, like it was Simon learning to be his own man. The whole like, if you can't believe in yourself, believe in someone who believes in you. I was like, holy shit, bars. Oh my god, he's spitting. And like just the way that he grew as a character made me feel like I could grow alongside him. And then like by the end of the show, because like at the beginning of the show, he was like a little kid. He was like 11 or 12 or something. And then at the end of the show, he was like a young adult. And I was like near the end of high school, I was also like a young adult.
Yeah.
And I was like, holy fuck. Like I'm sorry to say this, but it was like, he's just like me for real.
Yeah.
And seeing him being like being somebody who like doesn't believe in himself, to being somebody that was like, I'm going to like create my own path. I'm going to like forge ahead with my own destiny. I was like, oh, this is like the coolest thing that I've ever seen, on top of, the whole like giant robots and stuff.
Right.
It was just like a perfect mix of like, it was like a show that was like engineered in a lab just for me.
Yeah.
And to this day, like, Gurren Lagann remains like my favorite piece of media of all time. One Piece is very, very closely, stepping on its heels.
Yeah.
Because I was also like reading One Piece like around that time. But the thing is, like, Luffy always like believed in himself. He's an idiot, but he's like an idiot that will always go forward no matter what. It wasn't quite the same for Simon, and that's why, you know, that's why I related so hard with him, and just everything that he went through and everything that he did and was able to accomplish. Just incredible. And then at the beginning of this year, back in January, I believe, they did a theatrical rerun of the two movies.
Oh, that's cool.
And they were redubbed, because I'm not gonna say that the dub was rough, but it did have some patches here and there that could have been better.
Sure.
And I felt like the 2024 redub just absolutely knocked it out of the park. Is
it the same voice actors?
Yes, they brought back everyone.
Oh, okay, cool.
They brought back everyone. And I went to watch like the first part 1 week, and then the second part the week after. And like both times there were moments where like me, like as a grown ass adult, like in his 30s, like I didn't cry, but like I was like holding back tears, because it was this shit like still hits, like all these years later, it still hits, you know?
Yeah.
So it still remains, you know, something that I hold to, you know, in my heart very, very dearly. Gurren Lagann.
Yeah.
Just
I love that.
I know like earlier I said Full Metal Alchemist is peak fiction. For me, Gurren Lagann is zenith fiction.
That's so fair.
There's just nothing like, to this day I'm still chasing that high. But at the same time I have learned or I have accepted the fact that I'm probably never ever going to see or experience anything that will affect me to the level that Gurren Lagann affected me, and that's fine. That's okay, because I can always just like rewatch the show, and I will always have those memories, even if they like remake the show or whatever. It doesn't matter. Like I'm still gonna have the original to look back on. Yeah. I
love Gurren Lagann so much too.
Same. So subbed or dubbed, I kind of prefer subbed, just because
I've never seen the sub, actually.
Really?
Yeah. I watched it first in dub ages ago, and so then every rewatch I've just wanted that like nostalgia feel, so I've never branched out.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, when it comes to anime, I'm not one of those like subs are better than dubs type of like annoying ass person, but it's just that like like I mentioned before, like at the time I was watching it, Acid was coming out, and that's how I first experienced it.
Yeah.
I watched it subbed, but for the most part, I don't really have a problem with the dub. Like I said, some parts could have been a little bit better, but I don't feel like they really like detracted from the experience.
Sure.
Yeah. So like whatever format people want to watch or rewatch it on, it's fine, because it's Gurren Lagann.
Yeah.
God, I love Gurren Lagann so goddamn much.
Let me see you grit those teeth.
Yes. And also, when Simon said, as long as the chance isn't 0%, it's just as good as 100% to me. To this day, I still fucking quote that.
That's good.
As long as it's not like a hard no, it might as well be a yes or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
there's still a chance to do whatever you want to do. So that's how I feel. Like still to this day, I love Gurren Lagann so much. He's just like me for real. You know,
he's a good boy.
Yeah, just absolute masterpiece. Absolute masterpiece. I will never forget you, Gurren Lagann. You will always live in my heart. Thank you, Gurren Lagann. There it is, right there. There it is on the desk. What a great show. What a great series.
So good.
Shout out to Gurren Lagann.
Yeah, shout out to Trigger.
Yeah, shout out to Trigger.
Like I had like a little moment, like, oh my god, no, that's Trigger.
Yeah. Well, technically it was Gydex.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
But Gynax went under, and then like the main staff made their own studio, and that studio is now Trigger.
Got it.
Yeah, but I think that they retained the rights to most, if not all, of the Gainax shows. Except Evangelion. I know that, like, Gainax went under when, like, the Rebuild movies were coming out.
Oh. Okay.
So there was, like, a studio that took over and did the rest of the Evangelion movies after Gainax, like, disbanded or whatever it was. Or went bankrupt, or, yeah. You know what I mean. But everything else, it's Trigger now. So, shout out to Trigger.
Yeah, shout out to Trigger.
Yeah.
They're still doing good things for us.
Yeah. They still are. They still are. Man. Dungeon Meshi. Oh, I forgot that they did Delicious in Dungeon.
Oh, I didn't know that was the same people.
Yeah. I kept forgetting.
Dungeon Meshi yet.
I kept forgetting because, like, they were very how should I put it? They were very consistent with the manga's art style. But it was like certain scenes now and then where I'm like, oh yeah, this is 100% like the usual like Studio Trigger animation that I recognize. Like specifically like the flashbacks when Laios was a kid. That is like such a like Studio Trigger like type of animation / art style. But then it comes back to like current day and like I said, it's very very faithful to the manga's art style. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's just I keep forgetting that it was Studio Trigger.
Yeah, I had no idea.
Yeah, because they have you know what I mean. Because they have their own like their own like specific art style / type of animation. Yeah, that's why I kept forgetting. Oh yeah, Trigger did this.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's another like peak fiction right there. Dungeon Meshi. Oh, you haven't watched it yet?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you need to check that shit out. You need to check it out. It's so good. Anyway, chat, watch it. Watch it, please. And then tell us what you think about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it'll change your life next. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And watch Bleach. Or read the manga. Or don't. I don't. Just do it.
Yeah. Well, do we have anything else to say about any other media?
I think I sufficiently yapped on it.
All right. So this is it then?
This is it.
Wow. That was that was an incredible yap session. I feel like I got my money's worth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
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 Everyone got your tickets worth.
Yeah. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for making time
really
to be here. Yeah. I had a really great time. And I'm super happy and excited to do this. I don't think that I'm gonna make a schedule for this specific show yet. It's gonna mainly be like vibes based. Like I'm gonna edge it out when I feel like edging it out. You know what I mean?
Right, of course.
But if there's a week that I think, okay, this weekend I'm gonna be edging it out, then obviously I'm going to add it to like my stream schedule.
For sure.
Yeah. But thank you everybody in chat for watching. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thank you so much for your input.
Everyone.
Yeah, I always appreciate your input, chat. Even if we don't see eye to eye, that's still, you know, a conversation to be had.
Yeah.
Right? Sometimes you just don't want to etch. Exactly.
It's not for every day.
Yeah, but I do have more guests planned. Obviously, it's all gonna be VTubers every time that I do this. Two VTubers edging it out on twitch.tv/lookawesome. Oh god, fine, I'm gonna hydrate. Fine. Give me 1 second. Check this out. Oh my god, thank you so much for the follow. Okay, this is me hydrating. Here we go. That's some good water. That was some good water. I'm telling you, the cup covers my camera, so I can't do any more tracking.
So good.
Thank you. Thank you.
No
But okay. But no, seriously, thank you everybody so much for being here tonight. Thank you so much for the follows. Thank you so much for for your input. Like I was saying earlier, I do appreciate this a lot. I'm going to try to put up the VOD for anyone who missed it or came in maybe like halfway through in the next day or two. We'll see. And it's gonna be on my VTuber YouTube channel. I'm pretty sure that it's linked down in my like about info here on my Twitch channel. But for those who are curious, it's Edgee VTuber on YouTube. So EDGEE and then just VTuber, and then you should be able to find me. So that's and obviously I'll be sure to tag you, Flenna, when the VOD goes up. Oh man, this has been a great, a lovely little evening. Thank you once again. I really cannot thank you enough for being here tonight. This was super fun. This was super fun.
It was. Thank you for accepting Gerald.
Yeah, I guess he's gonna be stuck here for now.
Oh.
What?
Yeah. What's that, Gerald? Oh, he says he can't wait.
Oh, nice. All right, thank you, Gerald. Thank you.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
Let's see. Is there anybody that I know that we can raid? Nobody that I know is streaming. Why? It's a Saturday. Well, I guess I got shit to do on Saturdays. Okay. Well, that's gonna be it for us. Flenna, is there anything that you wanna plug before we go?
Stay frosty, everyone.
Okay. All right. We'll see you next time. Check my Twitter. Check my YouTube. I would appreciate it. And that's it. We love you. Bye.
Bye.